What is your emergency or backup plan if the driver of your RV or self-contained towed vehicle becomes physically unable to drive?
Adding to that dilemma, you have your kids, your grandkids, their friends, your dogs, all on board with you.
You might even have 2 drivers on your travel team, but one of them might need to be flown to a qualified hospital and the other one needs to accompany them.
If you're a member of FMCA, you don't have to purchase an expensive insurance plan to cover these hiccups in your RV lifestyle because you already have one. FMCA is the Family Motor Coach Association, but membership is open to anyone owning at least 1/3 of a self-contained RV, and it doesn't have to be a motor coach.
Assist, in our opinion, is one of the best benefits of joining FMCA, and if you're a member, you already have it on your membership. And I just want to emphasize, this is not an add-on, it's already part of the membership when you join.
So we met up with Tom Kleindinst of FMCA when we attended our first international rally in Gillette, Wyoming last summer. We asked him to share with you everything you need to know about FMCA Assist.
Hey roamers, it's Jamie back at you. We're here at the FMCA rally in Gillette, Wyoming, and I'm here with Tom. He manages the FMCA Assist program, and we're going to kind of go over what that program kind of does and doesn't do.
Hi, my name's Tom Kleindinst. I manage the FMCA program, the FMCA Assist program for FMCA, and this is a program it's an insurance policy, and it's a policy that protects you and pays benefits for you while you're traveling. It's completely included in your membership, so all members have this coverage right now.
So Tom, when would I call FMCA Assist?
Well, you would call FMCA Assist if you have a medical situation or an accident that happened while you're on a trip. And the first thing you should do is call 911. Call 911 if you have a medical situation and you need help to get extricated from that spot. You need to get to a hospital, you need to get care. You then call the Assist program. It has a dedicated phone number for all FMCA members, so that recipient of the phone call is aware that this is an FMCA situation and they're ready to help you and coordinate the help to get you to the hospital or to get you moved from a hospital to another hospital if it's medically necessary.
Okay. And then what happens when I call FMCA Assist?
Well, when you call FMCA Assist, you're getting a dedicated service provider who is going to take down the information of who you are, what happened. Well, they need to know your F number. That's a designated number for you as a member.
That's your FMCA.
That's your FMCA member identification number.
Okay.
So they then know who you are, where you are, what the problem is, and if you are in a hospital or if you are en route to a hospital already, because maybe you called 911 and they're just getting you to a hospital.
Right.
And it may not be you who's making the phone call. It may be your wife.
Right.
Or a friend.
Right.
Because you might be incapacitated.
Right.
They just need to know where you are, what your needs are, and then they can help coordinate the next level of service that you need. So what you're doing when you call FMCA is you're talking to a dedicated coordinator who's going to get the information needed to get you the help under the terms and benefits of the policy.
Okay. So now what is FMCA Assist unable to do?
Well, FMCA Assist is an insurance policy, okay? What they're able to do is get you help, get you to the appropriate medical care that you need, get you home after that medical care has been rendered, return your RV. There's a host of benefits that we can discuss, but what they're not able to do is they're not paying your medical bills. It's not a medical insurance product.
Right.
Okay. This is for a sudden accidental injury or situation that you have. It's not to pay the medical bills of your medical treatment.
Okay.
They can't discuss your medical needs and situation with other people, because they have to keep very careful with respect to HIPAA violations and your privacy.
Right.
So they can't coordinate what care you need between physicians. They're not serving as a physician liaison.
Right.
So those are some of the limitations.
Well, they're not a health insurance company, is basically what you're telling me.
No, they're not a health insurance company.
yeah.
They're a transport and logistics company to get you the help that you need, to fly you, to pick you up by helicopter, pick you up and to fly you home by jet, whatever is medically necessary to get you to your care and get you home.
Okay. So what would be some of the other benefits that come along with the FMCA assist?
You know, a lot of benefits are provided with this policy, and some of the minor ones that that a lot of FMCA members aren't even aware that they have as part of their membership are things like emergency cash. So if you have a breakdown,
Right.
a mechanical breakdown of your RV or automobile, you can get up to $250 a day for 3 days. To
Oh, wow,
pay
I didn't
for,
even know that.
Yeah, it's not a big benefit.
Right.
You know, the medical evacuation benefit is $500,000. That's the biggest piece of this policy.
Right.
But some of the other minor ones are $250 cash for 3 days if you have a mechanical breakdown. Now,
Right.
this is not a policy that's going to get your car and tow you to a garage to get your service. That's an extra benefit, that's a different provider, but this policy does do some of that by giving you some money when something unforeseen happens. That's what an insurance policy is supposed to do.
Right.
For something that you didn't expect to happen, but now that it's happened, you didn't know you needed it, but you're glad you have it.
Right. Okay.
One of the other benefits is if you have a situation like maybe you just broke a finger and you need to go to a hospital, you need to go to an emergency room or an urgent care. You go to a hospital or emergency room, you generally have an outpatient, cost that you have to pay.
Right.
Well, this policy pays $250 of emergency room cash benefit right away.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's just a nice little ancillary benefit that's designed to ease that pain of your situation.
Right, okay. So can you walk me through a situation? Say my wife and I were going on a hike, I fell, broke my leg, and then needed to have assistance. How would that whole situation transpire?
Well, let's make sure that it's understood that you and I are hiking, or your wife and you are hiking. The coverage begins when you're 75 miles away.
Right.
Away from your home.
Right.
Okay? Let me start by saying that this coverage begins when you're on a trip.
Right.
And a trip is defined as being 75 miles away from your home.
Okay.
Now, if you all are full-timers,
Right.
where your home is your RV, well, you're always covered.
Always 75.
You're
right.
always covered.
Right.
Full-timers are always covered under this policy, so you're always on a trip.
Right.
So let's put you in Moab, Utah. So
Perfect
you're
place.
hiking. Yeah, I've been there. It's a wonderful
One of my
place.
favorite places.
It's lovely. Well, we've had a number of members who have also been there, and some have had claims. And
Okay.
it's a perfect situation to describe.
Okay.
You have broken your ankle. You're in the remote area of Moab, Utah. She's unable to help you beyond carrying you maybe 10 feet.
Right.
You have some mobile signal, so you can call 911. You can contact help. Well, let's say that they can't get to you except by helicopter. FMCA Assist is going to pay the cost of that helicopter to extricate you, take you to the hospital, make sure that you're being treated. Well, let's go beyond that. Great, you're getting medical care at the hospital. Assist has helped you by getting you from one place to the other, get you to the hospital.
Right.
Now you're getting your care, but in order to get home, you need somebody to drive the RV because you're the only one who drives the RV.
Right.
The Assist policy pays $5,000 of benefits to hire a qualified driver to transport your RV
Okay.
back to your permanent residence or wherever you described and you have a mechanism for doing this under the program.
Okay.
Describe where you want your car to be transported because you're full-timers, remember?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So you need your RV to be taken to maybe your cousin's house who lives in Salt Lake City.
Right.
So it pays that cost of transporting your RV with a qualified driver.
Okay. And then say I had grandkids that were with me and a
Yep.
dog. How would that work into that?
That happens as well, and I'm happy to say that the feature of the policy provides you as you're covered as member, your wife is covered as well, your grandchildren, any children who are traveling with you, because grandchildren sometimes bring friends.
Right.
So this policy is going to pay to fly them home, get them to their primary residence, get them to
Okay.
their mother and father or whomever, where they live,
Okay.
and take care of them. It's also going to take care of up to $100 a day to have your cat or dog in a licensed kennel or cattery for up to 10 days. So
Oh, okay.
it's not a huge benefit, admittedly, but again, it's designed for all 72,000 members of FMCA that have this coverage now. It's built into your membership. So it's a very comprehensive policy that's trying to take into account all those little elements that are inherent in the the RV lifestyle.
Right.
So those are the kinds of things that this policy is going to pay for.
Okay. So say we had a situation where we were traveling to the Pacific Northwest and then we hopped onto a cruise.
Yep.
And something happened while we're on that cruise. Would FMCA Assist help in that situation?
FMCA Assist can absolutely help in that situation, because remember, the coverage begins when you're 75 miles away from home, okay?
Right.
You're a full-timer, you're always on a trip. This coverage applies whether you are with your RV or not.
Okay.
And coverage is worldwide. Anywhere in the world.
Oh, okay.
Anywhere in the world.
Okay.
So let's put you in Juneau, Alaska, and from Juneau you're going to take a cruise and you're going to go all the way around Alaska and look and whale watch or do something like that. Then you have a situation, you fall, you break your leg, you need medical care, and the closest medical care is probably in Anchorage.
Okay.
So now we have to get you from that cruise ship to a port. Okay, the cruise ship is going to go to that port. You're going to need to be jet flown or aircrafted from that situation, that port, to Anchorage.
Okay.
This policy is going to pay for the cost of taking you there. And if it's necessary, to fly your wife by your side, because this is something that's designed to help ease those costs.
Right.
When a loss like this happens. She can't stay alone.
Right.
You know, she's needed to be near you.
Or she may need to communicate with doctors on my behalf.
Correct,
Yeah,
and the doctors determine that this is really important that his wife is with him, so the policy pays to fly her as well.
Okay, okay. For members that are watching this, can you go over some helpful hints that would be useful for them?
Yeah, again, let's think about a situation like you, if you were in a claim. You know, you broke your ankle, you're in a remote area, maybe both of you fell, maybe
Right.
both of you were hurt.
Right.
Maybe it's an RV accident and both people are hurt. Well, the people who are coming to help you, who've discovered you at the accident, well, who are they going to call? You know,
Right.
they don't know anything about Assist. You know, some good things to do are to, for example, keep the FMCA Assist phone number. Again, these are dedicated phone numbers for you as an FMCA member.
Right.
And that phone number goes to the carrier, to the Chubb representation, who's going to be handling your claim and organizing the coordination of your care.
Right.
Put that phone number on your phone.
Right.
Better yet, put that information on your phone and type out that information, or use one of the many helpful resources that we have that's on the FMCA website that has the phone numbers, the policy number, you know, what has to happen in the event of making a claim. Put that on your magnet, you know, with attach it to your RV refrigerator or something in your magnet.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
You know, share it with your family and friends when you're on a trip. Hey, while we're away, if something happens, maybe you're going to be the ones who need to make the phone call for us
Right.
if we're in trouble.
Right.
So that's the kind of thing that people should think about doing. But you also have a lot of people who don't know about this benefit and they want to learn more about it.
Right.
Go to www.fmca.com, look up benefits, and under and FMCA of course has many benefits for members.
Right.
But specifically you'll find a link for travel and accident. That's where you're going to find information about the Assist policy.
Okay.
And you click on that link and it has a litany of information about what the policy does, what it can help you do, all the benefits that are provided under it in condensed form, because it's an insurance policy
Right.
that's very voluminous.
Right.
So you know insurance policies can be pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's the small print that no one ever reads.
Right. But this is where there's helpful, legible, simple English information.
In layman's terms.
In layman's terms.
Right.
And let me back up for a second. When you make that phone call on that 1877 number, you're speaking with a domestic English-speaking person.
Oh,
now,
okay.
if you need multilingual capabilities, they can arrange that. But you are calling a dedicated number here in the United States with somebody who can speak your language and understand what you need.
Gotcha. Okay.
Additionally, I want to say that the FMCA app has a tremendous amount of information. If you download the app onto your smartphone, there under the benefits link is also a great deal of information about the Assist policy, and it has all that same information, the phone numbers, the policy number, you know, what to do in case of a claim.
Right. Okay.
So this program is a part of your membership. It's included in your $60 join-up dues or $50 a year renewal dues.
Right.
And the benefits under this policy are huge and vast.
Right.
They're provided by the insurance company Chubb, which is one of the most highly reputable and financially stable insurance companies in the world.
Right.
And there are other providers who have similar services for your medical evacuation, getting you home, getting your RV home, and they're great providers, but the cost of buying that on a retail basis can be into the hundreds and thousands of dollars for your needs. You already have that as a member of FMCA.
Yeah, this is already built into the FMCA program.
It's built in due to that purchasing power of 72,000 members. They've been able to negotiate this coverage to be available for all members, inherent and built into your membership. I would argue that this is the greatest value of joining FMCA. This is the most beneficial, the greatest benefit of being an FMCA member alone.
Right, and you know, when we first joined, we didn't know anything about it, and then we actually started doing a little research and kind of found out about it, and we actually did a video about it, I don't know, 4 years ago or whatever. But when we went to this seminar here at the show, there's just so much more that you don't realize. You know, you touch on it a little bit from what you read, but then when you go to like your seminar, it kind of explains so much more, and you're like, wow, I didn't even know it did all that
I run
stuff.
into people all the time
Right.
who have been, I come to every one of these conventions, and my job is creating awareness.
Right.
I'm not selling anything. You
Right.
have it. You
Right.
have this now. I'm an answer guy. I just want to explain the coverage, and if you have a need, and if there's, and many times people have had claims that maybe it's getting a little wonky. Maybe they're not able to communicate because they're distraught.
Right.
Their spouse is in the hospital. Their
Right.
husband fell and broke his leg badly. You know, we
Right.
had a claim here where somebody fell and he broke his femur. And it was a compound fracture. It was a bad break. That's
Right.
scary.
Yeah.
You know, well, when somebody's in that kind of a case, sometimes they're not communicating as clearly what they need. And there have been many occasions where I've become involved, and I have been very glad to help them, because I don't work with Chubb. I don't work for Chubb, I should say. I work for FMCA, so I'm working for all the members, and my job is to make sure that they are treated under the terms and conditions of the policy, and they get all the benefits that they can,
Right.
and that they're entitled to under the policy. And as you know, a policy sometimes has exclusions and conditions,
Yeah.
but it can often be how the claim is made and how that claim is nuanced.
Right.
And a lot of times that's what I help members do.
Okay, so you help facilitate.
That's my job.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
And so what I'm trying to get at is that we're trying to create awareness of the membership benefit.
Okay.
People have this benefit now.
Right.
And so I come to these conventions. We've just begun doing these seminars. I had a seminar Wednesday, a seminar yesterday, an hour long, with a 25-page PowerPoint presentation to talk about all the different benefits and really walk through step by step what the width, breadth, scope, and depth of this policy can do for members.
Okay.
And what we're hoping we can do is get more of this information on the website to make it easier for people, because that's what this is about, is creating awareness.
Right, and not only that, I mean, you want your current members to know what's going on. but then
Absolutely.
Also, it's a real benefit to somebody who's not yet a member.
I would argue again, as I said, this is the biggest value of FMCA membership.
Yeah.
You could not buy this coverage for less money. You can't.
Right.
It's impossible because of our wholesale purchasing power and the fact that FMCA cares about its members so much to provide and make available this scope of protection for the family of
Right.
family motor coach members.
Right. Well, thanks a lot, Tom. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're
All
welcome.
right. And for those of you who want more information, you can find a link down below in the description of this video. You can go ahead and click on that, and that'll take you to the site, and you can find out more information there. Until we went to the rally, we really had no idea how much this benefit really covered. Once we understood this, we realized we couldn't purchase this coverage anywhere else for less.
And Assist is just one of the benefits that you get for $50 a year. It's $60 your first year, but if you use the QR code here or our FMCA link that's in the description for each of our episodes, you'll get a new membership for $50, so a savings of $10.
We really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you found it helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you'd share it with your friends and family. And if you're not yet a subscriber, make sure and hit that subscribe button.
And ring that bell, because that way you'll be notified each time we upload a new video.
And make sure to leave a comment, that way you could be part of the conversation.
Until next time, see ya.
We'll see you.